First kickoff underway. Let's see who's gonna match up with each other. We got I'm not sure how to say his name. Billy Tusili and Septic. And right now Eagle tries to leave it for his teammate, but he's gonna get a touch around one defender. Leaves it for his teammate again. The last defender to be Billy Tusili doesn't manage to get the touch he wanted. They're gonna have to get around this funk that they're in. Billy Tusili going up for another touch and leading up, but Septic's right there and takes this one away from the defender.
Dev Norbert looking for a pass mids. Now going to be back into the hands of Zalderax. KS Mac keeps the ball on the offensive side and will now be taken to the hands of Rado Eagle. Isn't able to get back to it though, and right now we're seeing some good offensive pressure here from Team Purple, especially being led by the offensive powerhouse that is Billy Tusili.
Yeah, they're filling each other out right now, early game on, trying to see if any of the opponents can make a mistake where they can get one in. Nobody's trying to overextend. I like this so far. Billy Tusili has a little bit of time, trying to buy some time for his teammates. Dev Norb, he's going to grab the ball. Managed to pump his teammate, but this one's going to be out mid, and Billy Tusili takes this one to the side, but the defendants are ready, and they're plundering right now in the corner. Zalderax almost beat one of the defenders to get it out, and now trying to get back on defense, he has to buy a little time for his teammates.
Dev Norbert now going to be the one tasked to take possession in the back corner. It's going to be back over to Zalderax. Zalderax gets a past one, gets dunked on though, and Septic's going to get the first goal here for Team Gold. Team Gold, right now they were getting pressured the entirety of the beginning of the game, and then they get one chance on the offensive side and they put it in. Now that's the definition of efficiency.
Yeah, Norbert just had a poor touch. The first touch that he had rolled away from the ball, couldn't recover enough, and the defendants were able to, dunk him as they saw the opportunity as very fast and quite eager to get that first goal. It's only a minute and a half gone so far. It's only one goal, and Team Gold's starting to come together right now and get their follow-up opportunities as they get a great fake, but could not manage to put this one top corner as the post is the fourth man to save that one.
And Team Gold, they had the unlucky bracket last tournament where in round one they faced off against Team Black in their very first match. That's definitely not a team you ever want to face off in your very first ever match on stream. However, now they're playing against people that Rado Eagle's actually in chat before. He said they're great friends. They scrim a couple times. These teams are trying to have fun and improve at the same time. So this is definitely going to be a great chance here for both teams to show off what they're really made of.
As K-Mac almost puts this one in, leaves it for his teammate. Billy Tusili can't quite get the opportunity, but Dev Norbit will be there for the follow-up and sinks this one in, as right now they keep the deficit to balance 0. Coming back, they're starting to show exactly what you need to do. You need to follow up your teammates' shots, and right there they had the opportunity, they executed it perfectly.
There we go, we're only halfway through the game, 1-1. Both of these teams stepping up strong on the offensive side. Of course, we've seen a little bit stronger defense coming out of the likes of Rado Eagle, but we haven't really seen Team Purple getting really tested on their back line just yet. They had that one goal, that one chance Team Gold had, they ended up getting scored on. So let's see if their defense is actually that strong, or maybe if Team Gold just need to find their ways to get to offense to get those goals.
Billy Tusili right now with possession. Gonna try to get around both defenders. Eagle is there, but Norbit tries to put this one closer to Billy Tusili, leaves it for him, and he's gonna get met right there by Eagle. And now it's out mid. Close pass, but Septic wasn't quite in the right position to get this one. But now Billy is gonna try to leave it out for a teammate, but this one does get pinched back into their back corner. It's a free ball up in the air near the goal. Zalderax can't quite get the touch he wanted.
Dev Norbit gets dunked on by Zalderax. Zalderax ends up leaving the ball, giving Billy Tusili free reign to do whatever he wants to that ball. However, Septic's going to get an amazing touch to clear the ball right back onto the offensive side. Team Gold, they're starting to put on a little bit of pressure of their own, but maybe with a little bit more inconsistencies when it comes to those first touches.
Now Billy has some time, gets around one defender, almost gets around the other two as they double commit, but Zalderax going to keep this one possession towards the other net, and he's doing a great job getting it all the way downfield, but a teammate is there, 250, but now Norbit has some time in the corner. He's going to take this one out mid, tries to get to a teammate, gets the 50 past Septic, but this one is still going to be a little bit dangerous for Team Gold. They're going to try to buy a little bit of time. It's a little dangerous in front of their net, but they manage to get it to the side as Septic clears this one away in a safety.
and left stick. Now as the time wanes, how do you think both these teams are going to adapt as it goes into this last minute of the first game? Do you think it's going to change anything, or do you think as the time winds down, or if they go into overtime, a lot of things will go into safety mode, or what do you think will happen between these two teams?
Yeah, I don't really see them playing a little bit safety anymore. As the time is going down, you know, they're going to try out new things. I feel like if it does go into an overtime, these two teams will try to play more cautious, as nobody wants to be the one to get scored on in overtime. So it's something to think about as we go into these next 15 seconds.
15 seconds left. Ball's going to get popped up by Rado Eagle. Where's the follow from his team? Septic will get the touch over to the corner. Gasmac will put the ball to the side. Isn't able to get back to it, though. It's going to pinch out mid over to Rado Eagle. Rado Eagle looking for a last-second opportunity here. Gasmac will clear the ball out to the midfield line, and the ball will touch the ground. Ladies and gentlemen, we have overtime.
Kickoff underway. K-Mac versus Eagle. Billy Too Silly gets a great 50 after the kickoff. A Septic needs to clear this one away as it's still dangerous. Billy sets up his teammate and it's just saved by Eagle. And now they got an offensive attack right now with one defender left. Billy's trying to buy his teammate some time as Septic still keeps this one a little bit offensive dangerous for them. But right now, K-Mac is going to get a great 50 and clear this one to the corner.
Already 30 seconds into overtime, we've seen two close opportunities. Here we see another one as Dev Norbit almost gets the clear out to the side. Zalderax looking for the follow-up, pinch the ball out to the side, over to KSMac. He leaves it for Dev Norbit, over to the middle, and Rado Eagle will take a long shot. It's going to be off the backboard, and Billy Too Silly will get an amazing touch. That's going to be an even better pass there, mid there from Rado Eagle. However, luckily for Team Purple, they managed to get back to that ball. Billy Too Silly looking for the flip reset, couldn't get the first one, but it looks like he did kind of land on the second one, but ended up not being able to pinch out in a good spot for his team, and Team Gold will once again start their offensive push.
Yeah, I feel the tempo increasing just a little bit as we get a minute into this next, overtime. And right now, a great bump by Eagle. No one's ready for the shot. K-Mac has a little bit of time. He's going to try to go for a follow-up and maybe put this one in, but Septic's going to clear this one to the side. Now he has some time, trying to take this ball up, maybe get a follow-up around one defender, but Dev Norbit is there for the pre-jump and gets the read. So K-Mac has an opportunity to pass this one out to him, but Zalderax is there, gives it to Billy. Billy's putting this one on the backboard, and nobody else to follow up, and as Team Gold's going to take offensive possession.
Ball's going to get launched up and high over to Septic. Septic tries to push the ball mid. It's now going to be followed up by KSMac. He ends up whiffing, though. It's going to be over to Billy Too Silly. Billy Too Silly's definitely looked like the standout player in this match as he continues to use those solo plays to get over those opponents. We, of course, have seen the likes of Papa Dragon. We've seen Azrael. We've seen JR. Overall, all these teams have played very, very consistently, but the very standout players have been the ones that really show us that we can see these academy players maybe go into main league. If not this season, then definitely next season.
Right now, Billy, great touch to himself, gets a good pinch up, but now Zalderax going to push this one forward as it's a 2v1, and he's going to try to use his teammate, maybe get a touch around, gets a great bump, but this one's not going to be in front of their net. Billy's going to have a touch, gets it around one defender, and now they have a 2v1 opportunity as he sets this one in and gets past the last defender needed to put this one away as Team Purple takes the first win.
And I was saying it earlier in this match, Billy Too Silly is the standout player in this series, and he's going to continue to be a standout player. Do you think it's going to be a close series, or has Team Purple proven to you enough that they could probably take this in a short amount of time?
I quite haven't seen too much from Team Purple yet. I mean, Team Gold definitely is still in this match. First game, you couldn't really tell much by, the both teams. Definitely Team Purple, I have winning this. They definitely seem like the better team, but you can't count Team Gold out. They played decent enough to where I know they can keep up with this team, and if they just fix a couple of things, they can show what they need to do to, come out on top. And
Exactly. Oh my, pass out mid. It's going to be an own goal from Dev Norbit. Team Gold managing to get their first goal off of a very extravagant use of the opponent.
Yeah, right there. I don't think Dev Norbit knew he could have just left that one in. Sometimes you do panic a bit. I think Team Gold might have still been able to make it after that, but it was very unfortunate to happen. Almost a kickoff goal the other way, but Eagle's going to be there to keep the pressure on as Billy misses the save and leaves it for the defender, Eagle. He just sends this one in. Team Gold showing a great improvement and not even a minute into this game.
Here we go. Even though Rado Eagle did go for the clear, he didn't take possession, he still put the ball in an awkward spot for the defense to be able to hit, and it allowed his teammate to actually fake for him to get that free goal. Great step up here from Rado Eagle, and let's see if Team Gold can continue this consistency going throughout the rest of at least this game.
Right now in the back corner, Zaldarex tries to clear this one, but he's going to leave it for Billy Too Silly, and he tries to get it past one defender, but Radio Ego is there ready, and now Billy puts this one back on the opponent's side. No one seems to be there but Septic. He's going to send this one away, tries to get a follow-up touch, maybe a good pass out to Zaldarex, but Billy, he's going to be there for the denial, and now as nobody is sitting in their back net, Dev Norbert is just going to be able to walk this one right in.
What happened here from Team Gold? They have a 2-goal lead, and it looks like Rado Eagle did just miss the last man back, but even then, how did all three players get upfield in general? It looks like a little bit of a lack of caution in regards to Team Gold. They're up by 2 goals, sure, but they don't want to drop a lead if they haven't even gotten a win in this series yet.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think they're playing a little over-aggressive. They can, you know, yeah, like you said, they're up. And the over-aggression is kind of biting them right now. As you see, they're panicking a little bit on their touches, and, you know, it's setting Team Purple up quite well as they're just getting these perfect touches out mid right here as Dev Norbit is able to go up for a follow-up on this double. Doesn't manage to get the touch he wanted, but, yeah, they're seeing more opportunities now.
Billy Too Silly ends up getting a whiff on that. Dev Norbit will clear the ball away. Billy Too Silly looking for a pass out mid. Zaldarex is going to be there first. He ends up backflipping though, and Septic's going to end up having to clear the ball down the field. He still could have taken possession, but of course we do have to take into consideration the mechanics that the Academy teams do have.
Right now, Billy Too Silly trying to keep this one away to safety. He's going to go for the follow-up, manages to get by 2 defenders, and if Septic does manage to get to the cross, so they are going to stay safe at the time, but Dev Norbit's going to put this one on net as Septic clears this one, but now it's going to be in the hands of Billy Too Silly. Gets a great 50. It's forward. It's going to be in the hands of Radio Eagle now. He's going to try to go for the follow-up now. Doesn't manage to get past one only, but not the second, as Billy's going to deny this one.
It's your boy, KS Mac, puts the ball over into the midfield line, over to Zaldarex. Zaldarex whiffs though. Team Purple still trying to fight their way back here into game number 2, and there's still tons of time left on the clock. So it's not a matter of if they can, it's a matter of if they will. Billy Too Silly trying to start off this offensive push. Slides it under 1 defender, but the possession right now of Team Gold is very strong.
Septic gets it around 2 defenders right there. Almost has the end outplay, but no one there to be there for the passes. Right now, they're going to just keep this pressure on. It's doing pretty well right now. It's going to be a 1v1. Dev Norbert for the last man, but Septic's going to turn and make a great challenge as he wasn't suspecting in the turn to be last man. But right now, Billy, great clear right now. They have a great offensive opportunity because it's just 1 man to beat, and they have a great pass out. Almost gets around, does manage to get around the last defender as Dev Norbert's there to clear this one away and clean it up for his teammate. Great outplay by K-Mac. Gets a good touch as Septic is kind of left a little bit awkward right there in the middle of the net.
Dev Norbit now with 3 of the 4 goals here in this game. Of course, it's still a tied game, so one of them was an own goal. But he's really stepping up, really wants to play very aggressive on the ball. And here we go, Billy Too Silly right off the kickoff getting a goal. And I talked about this with Benji in the very last series where we talked about the meta of Rocket League. The only thing that has never been changed since the very beginning of this game, team-wise, has been the kickoff meta. And as we can see here, teams like Team Purple, teams like Team Sapphire are really getting quick, easy goals just off the kickoff alone.
Yeah, those could definitely break your heart, as right now Zaldarex does manage to keep this one to a balance, helping his team get back in this game. It's 3-3 with 1:30 left. Great opportunity right there, and he executes it outstandingly with a good touch down on the ground. This game is hard to tell. I mean, both teams have been playing actually really well. Maybe just a couple minor things need to be changed, but right now both of their offense has been getting a lot better going into this next match. It's hard to tell which team's going to come out on top on this one.
And Team Gold, they're playing very strong. Team Purple, though, already have the win. They're going to be playing with great confidence in the series. They know that even if they lose this match, it's still only tied in the series. Septic going to put the ball over to the side wall. Follow up here from Billy. Billy tries to put the ball out mid. It's going to be over to Zaldarex. Zaldarex now to KS Mac. KS Mac going to follow the ball up the midfield line here. tries to pass it mid. It's going to be a double commit out of Team Purple, but luckily for them, it's such a great first touch that the double commit's not going to affect too much of how the rotation goes. And Dev Norbert will end up putting the ball off the back wall. Billy Too Silly has to get the touch, isn't able to do so. Rado Eagle will put the ball right in the back of the net, and the hat trick for Rado Eagle will allow Team Gold to go up in this game once more.
Great step up for Rado Eagle with 3 goals to keep his team alive. He's trying to win this game for his team. Horrible. I mean, it's just you know, mechanical issues sometimes when that happens, and it's just unfortunate when you bring your team back in a deficit and manage to get an outplay like that. But Septic's gonna try to clear this one away. Rado Eagle does get beat by Billy, and right now Zaldrix is trying to get one more touch, but does not meet it when Billy's there. Septic is gonna wait back as third, as now Zaldrix has a chance to put an outplay over, but doesn't get the touch he wants. And now it's a great opportunity. The last man can get a beat, and Billy does put this one past. There's 9 seconds left. Can, not like you said can, but will they put this one in as they get a poor shot on net, and Team Gold might be able to steal this win as this goes down to 1 second, and they can't keep it up much longer.
That high shooting percentage. But now game number 3, Forbidden Temple, your favorite map, if I recall, is now going to be put over to the side.
Oh yeah, this is the best map indeed in the game. Rado Eagle gets a great touch, leaves it for his teammate Zaldrix, tries to get a good outplay around 1 defender. K-Mac has to get there and does manage to get past 1 to keep it safety for the shot. Right now, Septic going up, getting a touch, trying to get a follow-up, does get past the 1 defender, needs to beat just one last one as this ball's going to float across the net, and Zaldrix there to clean this one up for his teammate. Get a great setup by Septic, and he puts this one in.
We do have to recall that Team Gold ended up losing against Team Purple the last time they faced off against each other, so it's going to be up to Team Purple to really step up and show that they are a more consistent team, because if Team Gold ends up winning this series, people are going to start putting Team Purple and Team Gold on the same boat, which for Team Gold might be a good thing, but for Team Purple, if they want to try and get to that top 2 spot, it's definitely not something they're really trying to label themselves as at this moment in time.
Yeah, so far it's a great momentum shifter for Team Gold as they won the last match, and now they scored 1 goal with a minute in. They're doing everything right now. They're just not quite getting to some of the touches they want as quick as possible, but Zaldrix tries to keep this one safe to the corner, and now Septic has some time with the ball. Only 1 more defender to beat. Manages to get by him, but couldn't get the double tap off the post. And now Billy trying to beat the last defender, but Zaldrix is there for the challenge. K-Mac puts this one on the backboard, tries to go for the second touch, but Septic has a great save and just manages to get around that last shot.
And it looks like both teams are really starting to overcommit and double commit. Team Purple, even in game number 1, they looked very solid, no double commits of any kind. And Team Gold are the ones who are panicking. But now it's both teams, and it seems like Team Gold, since they've always double committed, are just playing a little bit more solid just because they're used to that type of playstyle.
Unfortunate play right there. I think it was a little miscommunication, but Billy Too Silly gets a great pass out for Dev Norb, and he just sinks this one in. Perfect speed to get around all 3 defenders. Bravo, good outplay by them. Going into the next kickoff, Team Purple looks like they're trying to get back into this one as they don't want to fall behind, but Team Gold is showing some great promise right now as going into this next match.
Ball gets popped out to the side. It's going to be over to Septic. Septic tries to put the ball mid. It's going to be blocked out and taken over now by KS Mac. KS Mac, though, gets dusted by Septic. He does manage to get a touch, but Team Gold still piling on the pressure. Ball bounces out mid. Billy Too Silly will get a touch on it, but Team Gold still keeping pressure going. Even though they're not maintaining possession, they're playing a very European-style play, which works when you're in that academy setting, where teams just aren't able to maintain possession as good as they are, so they end up going for these clears in weird, awkward situations and just look for the quick follow-up.
Right now, little time on the ball. Zaldrix tries to beat the last defender, but K-Mac puts this one away. Septic tries to get a nice little shot on. Doesn't get the exact accuracy he wanted, but is keeping the pressure, as right now he leaves it for his teammate, but he does manage to get beat by Billy. But this one's going to be lobbed to the side as Septic keeps this one in the corner for Rado Eagle, and he gets dunked by Norbit. Sends this one mid-goal. Billy Too Silly gets demoed. Last defender, K-Mac, tries to set up his team. He's going to get one more touch and possibly get a double tap, and he has a great setup, good opportunity, but doesn't manage to keep the execution in his hand.
Devin Orbit, though, has a chance to put the ball in, and it's going to be saved off the pre-flip by Septic. That's what we love to see. Septic now with the Savior medal, keeping Team Gold in this match, in this series. However, Billy Too Silly stepped up once again on the offensive side. Even though we saw him quiet in game number 2, he's stepping up here when it matters most, and he puts their team in the lead.
Team Purple with a great offensive push this whole game. They got 7 shots on net. Team Gold struggling a little bit, but I do think they still have a shot. I mean, there's a bunch of time left. They're playing outstanding. They're showing that they have a lethal offense as well, so you still can't count them out. Right now, as Radio Eagle tries to get an outplay around Billy, but they're just pounding with good pressure right now. As Dev Norbit has a little bit of time. Doesn't read the bounce as he wanted to, but this is going to be a little bit of time for K-Mac to set his teammates up with some boost behind him. As this ball is going to go back, Billy Too Silly gets a touch, tries to get around one defender, but he does get beat as Rado Eagle tries to get some pressure, almost has the second touch right after for the shot, but Zalderix has a great setup to himself, but gets met by Dev Norbit to keep this one safe.
Septic ends up leaving, and it's going to be over to Billy Too Silly. Billy Too Silly misses something we're not used to seeing from him. It's going to be over to Dev Norbert now, trying to take possession here off this back wall. Minute left on the clock. Rado Eagle looking for the follow-up, will pop it up high. Zalderax tries to go for the follow, isn't able to do so. But right now, this offensive push is being completely led by Rado Eagle. He's going for the possession, he's going for the 50s, he's going for the shots, and even the demos. He's trying to do everything for this team, and his teammates aren't able to step up when it matters most.
Aldrich with a little bit of time, but Billy's going to keep this one safe to the side, as I don't think K-Mac wanted to make that touch, but they did manage to get out of the funk, and this one's going to stay in the corner as K-Mac gets a touch, wants to go for the second, but hits by 2 defenders. This one's going to be a lot of time for Billy to do whatever he wants. He's just going to send this one to the backboard, keep the pressure on Team Gold, as right now their time is winding down with 20 seconds left. I wonder if they can manage to get out of this one.
15 seconds left, even though it's still possible for Team Gold to get back in this. Team Purple, they've stopped their double commits, but even though they stopped their double commits, Billy Too Silly own goals, and Team Gold have just been gifted a tied game.
Oh my. I mean, the Rocket League gods have gotten to answer your prayers at that moment. A great dunk and just unfortunate out touch by the other defender. Team Purple's got to be beating themselves up for that one the last 10 seconds. Right now, there's still a chance to even come back and not take this one into overtime. Great play right now, but K-Mac just can't get the shot on net, as right now was a great touch by his teammate to put this one right mid. It still hasn't dropped yet. If they want to keep this one up, they can, but we are going into the second overtime of tonight.
But ladies and gentlemen, that is exactly why you do not rotate ball side. You want to make sure you rotate away from that ball, give your teammate the space to solo play, because if you don't, maybe you end up like Billy Too Silly and end up own goaling on the eve of what could have been his second win / series point.
Right now, Septic's pushing on. This one's going to be with some pressure as K-Mac tries to get it back around on Team Gold's side. Dev Norbert's got to meet him with a 50, and he does manage to get past, as Septic's going to keep this one safe. Get another outplay touch around Billy. I think this might be one of the last defenders. Tries to put a shot on, it's floating right in front of the net. Billy's going to keep this one to safety.
Rado Eagle keeps the ball on offense. It's going to be a double commit there from both one team and the other, and Billy Too Silly backflips in the net, and that's going to lead to a game win here for Team Gold. Team Gold now on match point, and again, it's Billy Too Silly with the misplay. Billy Too Silly, he's the one who we like stepping up. He has the mechanics. He steps up into...
Kickoff underway, and we are going to have Septic. He loses the kickoff to his teammate, but right now, a bunch of time for Dev Norbit. He's going to send this one to his corner, maybe get another touch around one defender, tries a follow-up touch. He has all 2 of them beat. The last one gets a great challenge and meets him, and Zaldrek's going to try to get an outplay. This one's going to be pinched out to the corner. Dev Norbit has to touch this one away and not leave it for the defender to get around everybody. He puts a great shot on, doesn't quite get the shot he wanted, but right now there's nobody in the back net of Team Gold. They managed to get back just on time, but this ball's floating and nobody puts this one in, as it was a great opportunity for them to shoot right on net.
Oh, bouncing towards an empty net, and Team Purple, they're falling apart. Billy Too Silly missed the open net on the offensive side, and then KS Mac, his last man back, just ends up going for a shot, and that went in a completely different direction. And Team Purple now down by 1 in what could be their final game of round 1.
I don't know if their mental is starting to get to them, as right there, you know, going into that, you know, other game, there was a backflip into a goal, and starting out this one with a backflip into a goal. I don't know what's going through their mental right now with Team Purple. They just gotta settle down a little bit and do what they need to do, and they definitely can show up. As Billy Too Silly right now getting a good outplay, but Septic's gonna keep this one safe and try to get it around the defenders. K-Mac's gonna keep the pressure, put it on their backboard right now. 2 defenders went up, and they just gotta beat the last one. They keep the pressure. Billy Too Silly up for the ball, misses, and now Team Gold's gonna take possession.
And remember, everybody, if you guys are new to the Havoc scene, we do run 2 leagues. One league being Academy, which is happening every Friday, what we're watching right now. Champ 3 and below, anybody can participate, whether you're bronze all the way up to Champ 3, you are able to participate in our leagues. And if you guys form a team and play in our leagues, you also get the perks of free coaching. And currently, right now, it is still free coaching for everybody. So be tuned in, show up now, be able to get coached by me, an RLCS coach, or somebody else in the in our league as well. I believe we have a lot of great coaches here, all from even the main league teams, and Billy Too Silly, being coached by one of our players right now as we speak, manages to get a goal on the board.
Great opportunity by Billy Too Silly. Sees the, you know, advances of the other team, and he was able to put a nice shot right on net. As we get in further into this match, 3 minutes left. You know, what do you think is going to play out if Team Purple keeps it up like this?
If Team Purple can keep their mental strong, if Billy Too Silly can step up and finally realize he has the ability to just show up when it matters most, then he can definitely do well. But Septic's going to put in his second goal. He's trying to make sure that it's not just Rado Eagle that's stepping up. He's trying to get his team the win. Rado Eagle, you got us to this point. I'm going to take us home.
Great outplay right there by Rado Eagle. Notice his teammates up. Septic in a great spot to put this one away, right behind the defender, going into the kickoff. Right now, Dev Norbit managed to lose it to Billy Too Silly as Rado Eagle steals the boost from him, but he's going to try to get it around one defender. Has a great outplay, but the defender just keeps making him push it back to the corner to a safety where his other teammate is, and it's a great tactic if you're a ones player, because you don't want to get a much of a challenge towards them and get a risky bad 50 where it gets in the hands of his other opponent. So right now Septic tries to clear this one but doesn't get the touch he wanted, as Zaldrix is going to be the one to put this away to safety.
Rado Eagle now trying to follow it up, and Dev Norbit ends up missing on the back line. It's going to be up to Billy Too Silly. Billy Too Silly trying to step up for his team. He wants to make up for that last game they ended up losing. KS Mac ends up trying to put the ball over to Billy Too Silly, but he was demoed by Rado Eagle. Team Gold trying to apply the pressure. 2 minutes left. They're still up by a goal. Team Gold, though, double commit on the offense. Maybe they triple commit. You know, they do not. Septic plays it safe. As I said earlier, Septic wants to take this home here for his team, and he's really showing up when it matters most.
Yeah, great decision right there. I mean, a bunch of double commits, and right now you're up. You don't want to do anything like that as the third man. And Zaldrix going to have a little bit of time with this possession right now, but I think he's trying to outplay and pass it back to his teammate. But right now, Team Blue is going to send this one away on Team Gold's side, with Septic trying to get an outplay past his one defender. Billy Too Silly is going to have some time with the ball right now. Gets a touch and maybe get a second, but it's going to leave it for Rado Eagle. Puts a shot on net right to his teammate Zaldrix. And a great opportunity for them, as he noticed Billy doesn't get the touch he wanted, and it's actually right over the defender's net.
Here we go, Team Gold now 1 minute away from getting to the second round through the upper part of that bracket. And if Rado Eagle and his team manage to do this, they're going to show that Academy as a whole are very, very close. Team Black and Team Sapphire may be at the top, but the rest of Academy are grinding and they're trying to get to those spots. And Team Purple, even though they made top 4 last week, Team Gold are looking to show that they can do it too.
Yeah, and they're doing a great job at it right now as they're up 2 goals with a minute left, keeping this pressure on Team Purple. Team Purple's got to find out to get away out of this funk, as right now they do have possession, and they can start making up a play right now as one teammate leaves it for Billy Too Silly, but Septic's going to be there to deny this one away, as right now he's going to have another chance at a shot, and K-Mac manages to get there, but Billy Too Silly with the save keeps them alive. 30 seconds left. I don't know if they have enough time to finish this one.
Septic now trying to take possession, but Devin Orbit, he does 50 the ball mid. Billy Too Silly off the backboard, but Chaos Mac pushes in front of the midfield line, and Zalderax will pick up his second goal. Team Purple have fallen, and Team Gold now 15 seconds away from getting their first match into the upper part of round 2. Remember, Team Gold, they faced off against Team, I believe it was Team Black, the best team in the league by far, last week, and they ended up going down to the lowers of round 2, and they fought their way back to the round 3. However, now they're going to show that they've improved, and they're going to make it to the upper round and be one win away from being able to make it to the playoffs for the very first time.
Yeah, bravo.